Gelobt sei Jesus.
Refrain from sin. Satan is going round our city, and the only defense is piety. God bless.
Was willst du?
I'll have a look at... Word about the...
Ja, das ist finally die Zukunft, mein Herr.
What do you have?
I hope you find what you're looking for next time, good sir. Fine, even.
Longer. And what can I get for you?
Christ, what's the hold up? See you like it. You want another?
No end to this. It's filthy again. Damn it.
One beer, please.
Well, this doesn't seem too bad.
We're closing. No more beer. I'm closing up.
Lord be with you.
I'll be right with you.
now I get it. Those boards were supported by beams to hold the earth above, so there didn't have to be as much of it. Hidden and firm. Really smart. It's a good thing they did it that way too, so we didn't have to dig as much. An axe to deal with the supports and the planks at the entrance. A spade and bucket to clear away fallen earth and free up the entrance. Everything's ready for escape whenever needed. The root hordes really left nothing to chance. Fuck, that's deep. I wouldn't want to fall down there. What do we have here? A ladder. In an escape, it'd be enough to pull it up, and that'd leave any pursuers stuck. I just hope it can hold one attacker. Damn it, that's cold. What's this door doing here? Could it be another of the Root Horde's tricks? But if this beam is dropped onto those cleats, no one would break through in a hurry. I reckon with this, any defenders could hold off their pursuers for quite some time. This will come in handy on the way back. This looks like it could be the wall of the Malashov cellars. There's no going back. This is it. All right then. Courage, Henry. Courage. You can do this. This is going to take a while.
And Ruthard and Liechtenstein are turning the Kuttenberg houses against us. Bavag will deal with Udard. But Liechtenstein is your concern. How come you haven't caught him yet?
He's slippery as an eel. He's hiding somewhere in the Jewish quarter. I sent spies to track him down, but they never came back.
Flush him out of that hole of his. For fuck's sake!
Why such concern, Ardo? Gutenberg is ours. Sigismund has the reins firmly in his hands.
He's got fuck all in his hands. Sigismund thought at first he'd come to terms with his brother Wenceslas, clear the way for him to the imperial throne, and take the Bohemian throne for himself. But Wenceslas couldn't even get off his drunken ass and go to Rome for the coronation. And now, the glorious Hungarian king has fallen for Jobst and his damned truce. He's been taken in by that treacherous turncoat.
Jobst betrayed Wenceslas. Then Sigismund, and now us. He fooled all of us. But what can he really do against us,
I'll tell you what. While pretending to parley, he incensed the Hungarian nobles against Sigismund.
Surely Sigismund's army can deal with that inconvenience.
Ha! He was paying his Cumans by letting them pillage Bohemia. He set half the people against him in the country he wants to rule. And now, there is nothing left to plunder. While we are shuffling our feet here, Jobst is surely mustering an army.
What are we going to do?
We've got Cabon. That'll keep Hanush and the Lipa people at bay. If they ever want to see their heir alive.
Jobst has Liechtenstein mustering other allies for him. We get him in our grasp, and Jobst will be like a fish out of water in Bohemia.
I'll drag him out of that Jewish den with my own 2 hands. Count on me, sir.
The betrayers of Christ, hiding a betrayer. They are rich. All that's needed is a good pretext.
The Kuttenbergers will be quite happy if their debts to those usurers happen to go up in smoke.
Yeah.
You're learning fast, young man.
The gate open. A horseman, sir!
Hanush is out of the game. The Kuttenbergers are taken care of, and we'll catch Liechtenstein. You'll see, my friend. Good times are coming.
Your Graces, King Sigismund is convening the town council, but first he requests your presence at the Sedlitz monastery, without delay.
What's all the urgency about?
Surely you must know that yourself, sir. The captives fled Trotsky Castle and killed Istvan Toth while escaping.
What?
That's not possible. That's a lie.
It is true, Lord Toth is dead.
Who? Speak!
The messenger said something about Cobbler's bastard and some outlaws.
I swear, by everything that is holy, I will find that whoreson, and I will rip out his heart! Jesus. What's with that boy?
Sir Istvan was like a father to him. You better go. Bring the horses!
Shame about that dog.
Lord Von...
Luck was on my side. Now to find Capon and get out of here.
He took a small escort with him. So the garrison is slightly weakened now. So, be extra alert on your watch. If I find anybody slacking off, they'll get the whip.
You got it, Conrad.
Diepold, I'll send Hyman to the gate. You'll be in charge of the southern and eastern fortifications.
All right, Conrad. I'll get right on it.
Franz, run along back to the garden. Get them sleep, so you don't fall asleep during the night watch.
Aye, don't worry.
The rest of you know your orders. You'll be sorry if you don't. Dismissed. And don't drink too much.
Got it, Conrad.
Vitek, that cart is starting to get on my fucking nerves.
I understand. I'll get right on it.
And tell Drahomira it's getting late, so she won't forget to take some food to our honored guests. I gave her the keys so I wouldn't have to fuck around with it myself.
Don't worry, it's already taken care of. I saw her taking it to me.
Well, that's great. That woman must be the only one I can rely on.
You'd better get some rest then, 'cause I'll wipe the table with you. Oh, we'll see about that.
Hey, you two. Have you seen Lotzig and Dietrich?
No. Maybe they went to the village or something.
Will be as quiet as mice in the hall. We won't disturb you, trust me. I hope so. I feel a little sorry for her, with nobody taking her seriously around here. She's some third-rate daughter of some lord from who knows where, so she was actually quite lucky that old Otto took a liking to her. The thing is, everybody knows where she comes from and treats her accordingly.
Bloody hell. Old Otto? He'd have you whipped for that.
You're right. I better keep our lord out of my mouth and stuff her with sausage instead. So let's dig in and make the best of Ofka's favour.
Wait!
What guards?
Don't move, woman.
Surely you wouldn't...
I wouldn't. So unless you want to meet it...
All right.
Where's Hans Capon?
1 floor higher. The keys are around here somewhere. Take them.
Do you know something about a book? Red leather binding.
Sir Otto was reading one like that.
Be reasonable.
I understand. No! Someone help!
What is happening? Who are you?
Quiet. If you make a peep, we're done for.
Henry?
Good God, Henry.
What are you doing here?
What do you think I'm doing? Hunting boar? Came to save your noble arse.
My noble arse thanks you. Oh, how did you get here?
I'll tell you later. Who's this?
Vauquelin-Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. At your service.
Brabant led the defense at Kuttenberg. He's Sigismund's prisoner, same as me.
And I came very close to holding the town. Besides...
There's no time for chit-chat. He's our ally. We can't leave him behind. Right, no doubt you've got a cunning plan for us to get out of here, right? Well, let's hear it.
Of course I have a plan. I got to the fortress through a secret passage. They know in the fortress now that something... We're lucky von Burgov left the fortress along with von Aulitz and some... So I'll take you to that passage. We'll get to the forest not far from here. I have some...
Formidable! I call that an elegant so. Wait.
Well, it's just a passageway.
You can forget it. I'm not going through.
What?
Let me repeat it.
It is not chivalrous, c'est vrai, but in our situation, it is more than delicious.
Fuck chivalry now.
Well,
fuck your opinion. I mean, we'll all suffocate in that.
What's gonna fall on us, damn it? It's completely safe.
I'm ever since that tower fell on, there has.
Have you come up with some ingenious...
What do I know?
Un moment.
Yes?
And what about horses?
I think there's a couple.
Très bien. But I think we could get there stealthily. Then you simply open the gate, et voila, we are gone. It may not be the best plan. It was not...
That's a wonderful plan. But...
Exactement. To have a proper...
I don't have anything...
I certainly...
Merde.
We don't have time to play hide and... And if someone tries to stop us...
Are you sure? We wouldn't...
Je suis d'accord.
Fine.
And how?
Well, the stables can be seen from the entrance hall. If you signal us with a...
Agreed.
But you must be absolutely certain that the way is clear. If you have any doubt...
True. And if we don't hear...
Précisément.
Right.
Brabant, keep watch by the stairway. I'll go to the window and wait for Henry's signal.
I think it would be better if you watch the stairs.
Why's that?
You are young.
I'm gonna bash your face in.
Come on, you worm! Let's get it over with!
Head towards the horses.
Bien, let us go.
Take that, you worm! Go on then! Make a fool of yourself!
Useless! Punishment by the blade! My...
Show me what you're made of!
You got it!
I'll rip your arse open!
Go at it from the right.
Surprised, eh? You're hardly worth staining my hands for. You're going to fuck with us? Fuck you! Jesus, I'm hit!
Alors fais ton mieux.
Kurva! I'm wounded!
Nice hit!
He's dead! Now I'll show you! Useless!
I knew it was spoiled.
I'll
shoot you in the helmet, fucker! Good! Hey, get
now
him!
you'll see what we do.
I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! Punishment by the blade!
Die like what?
stop.
Fuck! Sooner or later they'll find us here. We must do something.
I knew it was spoiled.
Enough!
I feel sick.
Get out of here alive.
Go to the horses.
Sure, let's go.
Jesus Christ! He's... You...
I must admit, mes amis, the last time I have had such a suspense was when I was rescuing the King of France.
We, monsieur, are surely brave, and fortune favors the brave. Free at last!
Thank you for coming for me, Henry. You're a great friend. The best I could wish for.
After today, you may also count me among your friends. I, Vauquelin Brabant, chevalier, aventurier et voyageur. I'm at your service, mon brave Henri. And I have an excellent idea. In your honor, I shall name my new horse after you.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Vacula.
My name is Vauquelin.
Vauquelin?
Vauquelin. Vauquelin.
Vauquelin... would you mind if I just call you Brabber?
Brabant. En
Brabant?
Que peut-on y faire? It will have to do. Do not concern yourself, mon ami. Clearly, you are not tenant in any art or conversation. But at least you have courage and other skills. You carried out the entire operation truly brilliantly. I could not have done it much better myself. And look, mon ami, how the fresh air... It's Monsieur Chapon. He has finally stopped drawing in self-pity.
What self-pity, damn it? I was locked up for days in a tiny stinking room.
Ah, come now, mon cher. Luck was simply not on your side for once. That is all. Now we are finally free. The time has come for grand deeds. I did not waste my time in captivity. I fought everything over diligently. Listen.
Please, I'd prefer not to.
What's your plan, Sir Baron?
An heroic deed about which odes shall one day be composed, similar to my feat in the famous battle of Arezzo.
Did you distinguish yourself in that battle?
Oui, mon cher Henri. When all seemed lost, I led a heroically desperate attack that ultimately led us to victory. For that, I was knighted. Opportunities for heroism await everywhere. One just has to seize them. What if we were to journey to Vienne? We could assemble a company and liberate Le Roi Wenceslas.
That would be excellent. If the king were to return, the nobility would definitely support him. Sigismund would have to withdraw.
Précisément. And what is more, our names would be sung throughout the kingdom. Undoubtedly, we would also earn a rich reward too. Then I would invite the best stonemason from France and build Monsieur Chapeau a castle that even Chevalier Hanush would envy.
You must be mad. You've been free less than a day, and you're already thinking up ways to get yourself killed. I'd rather endure Hanush's preaching about my incompetence than listen to this chatter. We'll see what happens next. But the first thing that I need is to get good and drunk. We should spur the horses on. God knows, they might be hot on our heels. Yeah! Christ, wounds. Such destruction and havoc.
War. Monsieur Chapon, you have yet to participate in a real battle. But I fought against les Valaques at Naples, and les Anglais in Bourgogne. And that is how war looks, whether in Italy or La Bohème. It is always the same.
That's not war, it's barbarism. What value did this village have?
Eh bien, I would estimate 5 courtyards. Annual revenues could be perhaps, several hundred groschen.
That's not what I meant, Bacalin. No fortress. Maybe one fortified courtyard? Practically insignificant militarily. That's not how war should be fought. This is unjust.
Do not give way to sentimentality, monsieur. A village could harbor spies and saboteurs or supply the enemy, and destroying enemy assets is an effective tool of war. Wars are not decided only in battles. There are not even many of those. To strike in the rear, make the enemy lose and bleed. That is how most conflicts are fought. However, wait a year or two, the village will be settled. The population will increase again. That is how it always happens.
But we're the nobility. Our task is to lessen the chances of such things happening. Here!
this pair of scoundrels.
I fucked everything up.
Oh, get up, lad. Everyone makes mistakes. Only a better man owns up to them. At least we know now what kind of vermin we're dealing with.
What brings you here? We just escaped from Malashov, and right now
There's no time for haste. One thing at a time, my boy. Word reached Ratai that you pair got yourself... ourselves into a nice mess. I'm glad to see you both.
It's best if Henry...
No sooner had we made camp by a pond, only we were ambushed by bandits in the evening. They killed all our men and took everything they could carry, including the letter for von Berghoff.
And how did you two manage to get out alive?
Just by a stroke of good luck. We were...
Only after that, we couldn't get into the castle, though. We looked like a pair of beggars.
And the bastards treated us as such.
But you did...
Von Berghoff received us and heard us out. It seemed like he was on our... We even helped him out several times. Until we found out he was just stringing... It all came out after we set out with von Berghoff's men to deal with the bandits who were rampaging in his domain. The same ones who attacked us at the start.
Only they ambushed us and...
But it turned out these very outlaws are on our side. They're fighting for King Wenceslas.
Well, I'll be...
So von Berghoff has been the real enemy.
Zizka.
I think you'll meet him soon enough.
What impression did he...
He's some impoverished yeoman. But he's handy in a battle, and he helped us when we needed it.
He made quite an impression on me, for one. But if only it didn't have to be in Raborge.
We're riding to a gathering of King Wenceslas's supporters. If fortune favors us...
If we keep standing around here...
Patience, my friend. This pair have just returned from the clutches of the enemy. No doubt they...
Like how in the devil did you...
I was helped by the Ruthard family, the former rulers of Malashov, in exchange for dealing with some trouble.
Ulrich Favak?
Oh, he won't be for long. If it comes to light that he...
It seems you've been pretty...
But don't forget to say what you found out from von Berghoff in Malashov.
Sigismund has convened the city council. Markvart von Aulich. The word is, Sigismund is going to make an important announcement there.
He picked a nice time for it. But at least he won't be sticking his nose into what's going on around.
Can we go to Raborsh with you?
I wish I could say yes. Young Lord Capon will go with us to Raborsh. But you'll have to return to the... and try to worm your way into the...
What? How can I get in there?
You've got the dirt on Vavak. Just tell him either he gets you into the...
It's worth a try.
I hope that assembly... If Sigismund is just going to announce an increase in taxes, there's not much point in my being there.
Well, at least you can enjoy watching the long faces of the councillors. And don't worry, I'll eat...
If I come back and find you there under lock and key...
T'inquiète.
Hans?
Vaclin Brabant.
He was a captive of Lord von Berghoff's, like me.
In that case...
You don't know what you're promising, Baron.
The main thing is to... As soon as you can do so...
He'll manage it, but now we...
Adieu.
And to you.
Grüß dich.
I need... I'd like to discuss...
Versuchen wir. Ei, vielen Dank. Es war mir ein... Was willst du?
What do you have?
Maybe next time then. Linen canvas! The softest linen canvas! Come and buy the finest canvas!
And now I will tell you the amazing things I've seen and experienced. In the south, I saw a land without end.
So we can sleep peacefully. It has therefore decided.
I don't know what you said to the Mint Master, but he left here looking like he'd met the Grim Reaper. May God be with you, Henry.
The charm. That old coot will outlive us all. No, it was Jan, the beanpole.
Him? He was fit as a fiddle. What happened?
I'm sorry.
By the way,
My favourite book.
saving Laura Capon before I had time to look...
So,
Like I said,
that's putting it lightly. Well, that.
sign in the sky. There I saw some strange water monkey.
A fine day.
I'm going to see the Mint Master.
Any fool could say.
I have an appointment.
All right.
Don't be shy. Come closer and take a look. Quality goods here.
Glad to see you.
You have the gall to...
Hold your horses. Actually, I haven't...
You've come to blackmail me again?
Call it what you like.
The Assembly.
Sigismund's just a usurper.
Singing Ruthards. And tell the truth.
Well, I just want to...
And could you not...
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel?
All right, well, if I get you into the council, you'll behave, and that will be...
And how about a few groschen?
Are you trying to annoy me? I'll get you into... You can get into the council assembly relatively easily. He's roughly around your age, although not everyone would...
Who's this?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. He's an idler and... Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission. Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
What will I need?
Fast feet and good manners.
Excuse me?
Do you think you can serve the king?
Well, no.
But our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for...
Where can I find...
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today, from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the...
What would work on him? How can I...
Would you like me to give you a letter for him?
I'll be going then.
Just make sure we...
I've traveled the whole world, and now I will tell you the amazing things I've seen and experienced. My respects.
What the... God bless you.
God bless you.
Bless. You seem like a kindly fellow. Come and have a chat.
What do you want?
I'm celebrating healthy and strong.
That's really...
Thanks. You know, for a long time. Then she's... And wouldn't you know?
Aye.
Her work it did, and how... I mean, some people say that bollocks if you ask me. How about you?
Not yet.
True. Children are joy. When they grab you... But...
You too.
Take care, sir.
It happens. Just watch where you're going next time.
And one beer.
For you.
I'm always glad to see polite people.
Slap them in the pillory, I say. They'll think twice next time.
How can I help you?
Would you repair?
I'd like to just... Well... Finally. You made a fine...
What do you have for...
I'd like to do... Sure. You see? Thank you, sir. And come again. What would you like, sir?
What do you have for...
Word about the... Sure. Aye. What you were looking for, sir?
I'll be with you, sir.
Embroidery! Silk embroidery! Ribbons of all colours!
How can I help?
What do you have for sale?
What can you do? Maybe.
I'm sorry.
Bread here! Rye bread! Doesn't spoil... Anything you need!
Leather pouches! Pouches, belts, straps!
All
All from the finest leather!
Smelling like that.
What will it be?
Would you repair?
Pears! Delicious pears! Juicy pears!
I'd like to discuss...
All right. Aye, that... It was a
Come and
pleasure
take a
doing
look.
business with you,
Quality
sir.
goods.
I don't know how it happened.
Greetings.
Surely you can wait. Here you are. The finest fabric. No more than I'd expect after the amount. And you imp...
You must be Franta Cooldown.
I am.
I'm Henry.
I am.
Supposing I took the job on for you.
Look here. It's not like I'm all them councillors stuffing their faces and guzzling wine while I run around like a bugger with pitchers so they don't run dry. Why would you want to stick your nose in there?
I just have to get in. I have an important message for the...
But why would you want...
But it could be that someone from the council is mixed up in it. So I have...
I see. To begin with,
You'll need confirmation that you've worked. Look here. Do you have any idea?
Of course.
All right, all right. Show the confirmation to the head butler. Tell him I...
That makes sense.
And you'll need a waiter's... Here it is. Oh, look, like the main thing is...
Thanks. I won't describe...
You better not...
For sale, strong, well-made pots.
Tools, quality tools. Belts from the...
Come and take a look. Quality good.
Hot lids. The finest mugs. Mugs for sale.
Franta Cooldown sent me.
Franta's not...
He got poisoned. He's writhing in agony.
Oh, that's enough. We can't be without a waiter. So, have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure.
You've got a tunic, you have? It's a good thing you've got no steel on you. Everything as it... Do you know what you're due for an inexperienced group?
Well, I'll happily listen to...
I should, sir. Now listen. A good way, in short, behave as if... But when one of the gentlemen calls, you'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table, white Tokaib or red Monarch.
White or red, by the door to the chapel.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarjitz, you must not pour. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. We can't allow that.
All right.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with love.
Remember who wants what?
That too, but more importantly, and in general, a good waiter has to be invisible.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide every... Understood?
What if I make...
Then I'll see to it that you won't get a job even mopping the floor in the whole... the wall. But I'm sure that's not going to happen. So...
I know everything I need.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
Our current Waffenarsenal.
There are the pictures of wine.
And on top of that, the army
I
was
won't splash
requisitioning
anyone's
from
shoes.
it.
Boy,
Should the
I'd
town
like some
reserve
white.
have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry
apologise,
Devil,
sir.
used that
Which
thing.
wine?
Are you colorblind?
That
White.
Hackenbücher. Hand cannon. Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them, since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison.
White.
And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what
Are you deaf or something?
Excuse
me?
White. The Dry Devil is running
Sir?
free. There are Raubritter everywhere in the region. We have
Thank
the
you.
army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
And who is it you want to fight, exactly? The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment.
I fancy some
What if he
Tokai.
heard you?
Refill,
What then?
boy.
We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
I apologise,
You can always confiscate the
Which
property
way?
of the king's
Tokai.
enemies.
That's the white.
Nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the yeomanly state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if he waived some of the taxes?
The king fears that this town will rise... Him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation
thank the
for war.
Lord. So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubritter to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the
Tokai
realm with
and
his
the full
army.
cup. But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution of the current situation. We shall wait and see what His Majesty thinks about the matter. Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht?
Hey, where's my white?
So?
Well, thank the Lord.
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
Isn't it the same thing?
So, the cleanliness of the city
Another
is
drop
not
of wine.
what it
Don't
should
make
be.
me beg.
The current baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
You're right, Jerome. But a woman
sorry,
named
sir.
Betty has showed up and Hopbridge.
Orders from above.
To repair the baths that used
You
to be
can
there.
keep that
She's
slop.
a protege of
I'm
Mara.
the biggest wine
Her
connoisseur
efforts
in
are
town.
commendable, but I don't think she will succeed. It takes a firm hand, not soft, feminine fingers.
A moment ago, you were complaining
More wine,
there weren't
Master
enough
Bailiff.
baths.
I have enough wine.
Shouldn't we support
Come
her?
closer.
Something like this is better handled by trustworthy people, like my friend.
I need something from... There is an item in my study that I can't... She thought she could wriggle out of...
And...
A silver goblet. No one's noticed the theft yet. Go and get it.
Where can I...
Use your eye and come right...
And while he's there, a man can shave and
Careful.
take a... you-know-what.
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic duty nor a right.
Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died needlessly.
Are you questioning God's
Nice.
plan? The Black
Whose
Death
silver
had
might
nothing
this
to
be?
do with the baths, unless the Lord wishes to punish the wicked.
So, did you...
Keeping the city
I
clean.
did.
Not so loud. And now go back to...
Arguing about who is going to wash where and how is a waste of time.
I'm sorry.
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his
Waiter,
way.
pour me
at least
red
until
wine.
His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Monastery wine. Here.
I'm not sure
Sorry.
what you're implying.
Horseshit! You know full
Well,
well.
thank
Everybody knows. He wiped the floor with you.
Compose yourself, Adam, and stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's right. Let's not burden the anointed monarch with such...
Me? Compose myself? Me? I beg your pardon. I demand that you...
Hey,
Ruhe!
boy! A
Franz,
full cup of
please
monastery
continue.
wine.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that. Just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled.
My ears
Waiter,
must be deceiving
I
me.
wanted
Are you
monastery wine.
defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours,
Thank you,
as
waiter.
I've heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Ruthard, true, but
You there,
in this
lad.
case it
A cup
really
of
was
red.
nothing.
Everyone
Don't you
in the
skimp on
city
me.
gossiped about it. I heard
Sorry?
there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated.
Well, thank the Lord.
I don't think Ruthard will cause
I'm
any
sorry.
trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels.
Boy,
It's not
I'd
only
like some
barbaric,
white.
but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want. I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword-fighting school brought this custom to us. First, it was
Are
the
they
German
only just
Menhard
pressing
who was
the
causing
grapes for that,
stir.
Tokai?
Now Nicholas runs the place again. This way, the trouble is never
hang
going
around
to
me.
stop.
Vanish!
Don't
Hear
be
me?
ridiculous, Forsucker. You act like you've never been in a fight yourself. And to accuse a swordsmaster without a shred of proof. We're not some old fishwives on the marketplace.
So you will just leave it be?
Proven offences are punished by the bailiff. And that's that. There are more pressing matters to deal with.
More pressing than the
What can I help you with? I left my gloves in the I took them off to pray, but then I can't just get up and walk.
All right.
I knew while you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have... Because I'm bored.
So what if they have one more reason?
My words exactly. The town council is squabbling constantly at the Emperor Charles, and
That
no
was
one
easy
is
enough,
left
and he wanted
unscathed.
me to count the winged figures.
councillor, let people throw dirt on our work?
If I threw out everyone who complains over a beer, I'd soon be out of customers.
Ah, to hell with it. We'll never get anywhere like this. Why waste our time?
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
So,
I found your...
Really? And did you count those...
I counted...
And did you count all them?
Oh.
Go back to serving...
There's the eternal dispute over the cathedrals. The building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses. It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to mock a royal mining city. Why
I'll
can't
have a
we
cup
build
of
faster?
white.
Hire more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Because those so-called craftsmen are a band of parasites. You pay them, they come late, or report sick, and if they do come, their work is shit, and you have to pay someone else to put it right. It's a waste of time. I tell you, a waste of time.
Adam, don't interrupt the proceedings with your drunken ranting.
Tokai!
Even if you are in the
And
right.
a full
And
cup.
as for you, Endelin, haven't you noticed there's a war going on? Are the experts from far off supposed to work in a city under siege?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other
Boy,
than
are
the welfare
you
of
deaf
the
or
city
something?
behind your complaints.
Wine.
Are you
White.
sure? Do you? And what would that be?
Like, for instance, that you'd like to have your own altar there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, my friend. Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ha! I think not.
Excuse me, You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral.
Boy, I'd like some
Just
white.
like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you! I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Well, I hope you're not supplying equipment to the army.
Thank you,
If that's all they have, they would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Hopbrink.
What ne'er-do-wells?
Those wrestlers of theirs, of course. People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this is news to me.
Because it has all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten. What do we have to discuss next?
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Azonal Juchek Össe, Elegiop Katonaikat, is Kelkinek Utra.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Unlike this plan of fights!
Come now, father. Put a little life into your dying.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. And you saved my neck and Henry's too. Who knows? Maybe...
You know what? Do you know any of them?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest...
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say?
Yeah. He came with a... Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too.
I wouldn't be too sure. Who's that French fellow you...
The great Baron Brabant. He's got more fairy tales than...
Can he be trusted?
Besides, he defended Kuttenberg. And you know, if he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
How does it feel?
What can I say?
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in Mike. Wine.
What do you plan to do now?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hope.
Have you...
I'll leave that to the older and wiser.
Dear me. But I suppose I'll have to...
Indeed you should.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like...
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find...
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect... I'm Godwin.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest.
How do you know
It's not difficult, and we are both elite. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinic, and this is Samuel.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie?
Because we... And why would...
Are you here to arrange...
We have more serious... The situation in the town. You have men and weapons.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we...
Everything in good...
Did you come to lend?
Not to lend, but to give.
You don't even know if you can trust them.
You remind me of my young friend Henry.
Henry? That messenger of Radzig Copula?
You know each other?
That would be him.
Maybe you'll get to know each other. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead...
Wait, from Scarlet's?
Aye, that's right.
I knew of someone.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. For our new...
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly...
And that's
why. You should have taken care of me.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as, at least... He took in Henry, and raised him as his own, on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzig Henry's...
I don't care if he took care of...
That boy's blood father denied him, just like...
A person can't choose their parents.
Enough.
For that...
Excuse me.
Better communion wine than kosher, is it?
Decision, and you lose everything. I prefer to make sure my wealth keeps growing.
I see your point, but... Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin. A friend of that...
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist...
My word.
Mais non!
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. How did you end...
Ah, c'est une histoire complète. And only lost...
That needs some...
Oh, misère.
So...
When they broke through the defense, I ended up in captivity. It was only due to my acquaintance.
Oh?
My neck was not at risk in Maleshov, but they never broke.
How come almost...
I am operating. My great benefit is my strength. There, everyone knows my name. Here in
You say you're a poet?
Jamais. This boy, I think not. To recite.
Where have you been?
But of course, if you are interested in my greatest journeys, then and if you are interested in my greatest deed.
And you wouldn't by any chance.
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Bonnie.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Do you have the case? Not going to
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as expected.
And to yours.
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingrate. By the way, I'm John.
It's not a thing I've ever boasted of.
I have my... From what I've heard about you...
Is that so?
Indeed.
It depends.
A little... I expect we can agree that Jobst's... And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council.
Well... I'm curious how you hope to...
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws, but we'll be waiting in the military camp.
If Sigismund decides to mount an attack...
But if Sigismund's army is demoralized, he's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves.
But he can't retreat either.
And that's exactly why we'll wait until he's... For the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We just need negotiators.
Are you saying you said...
More like in, if we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea...
You've got to...
You're certainly not the first to tell me that.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And also because I'm happier with Wenceslas on the Bohemian throne.
I'll help you.
I'll give you 3 names. But if you can get those 3... on our side. Meanwhile...
Tell me a bit more about those people.
Certainly.
Bocek of Kunst.
That's just the thing. He doesn't play the big game. He always goes for the sure thing. But once he's made his mind...
Alder the Alderman.
He still is. The only one who retained... Only he's here, instead of cozying up with Sigismund in Kuttenberg. But he'll continue to have a strong influence on...
Anna of Waldstein.
Wenzel Bartok.
I was quite surprised to see her.
A male affair? Anna is holding back and behaving like an exemplary young... But don't trust appearances. She's got...
And what use can she be to us?
She's as sharp as they come when it... There are wicked tongues that claim Bartosz, and that it was thanks to her.
Why me?
Because you've got a head on your shoulders. You and your friend Henry are similar in that respect. There aren't many...
I'll get on it then.
I wish us both luck.
Success.
I'll tell you, nobody has the likes of these.
Not even Bocek?
Not even Bocek. And he's a great lord.
That's hard to believe. I'd like to check your...
Ha! Even better. But you want...
And you might not believe your eyes.
Well, well.
I wanted to...
You wanted to apologize for crashing into my home without it by your...
I want to have a word with...
Well,
I apologize...
For interrupting our conversation?
Is that your...
Unfortunately. Speak up, then.
I came with a delegation from Sir Hanush.
Why so strict?
20 years ago, I got him a place at the Arch, only it wasn't long. And then, I find out that he took his boozing and...
Try saying it again a little louder.
You have the impertinence to show me your face.
You're exaggerating.
Me? Exaggerate? You're whores wandering around as if they own...
Oh, actually, anything fun was... But maybe you ought to try it yourself sometime. Then maybe you wouldn't be such a bitter old...
You're dishonoring your host.
I can't dishonor someone who has no honor. If you had any, you'd be...
That's enough.
Christopher.
You won't get away with those insults. I challenge you to a duel.
I'm not happy. This isn't how I imagined my
Make room for us. We'll just settle a very private matter. It's an honorable duel, man against man. Stay back. Wanker! You want to try me?
Arm lower! Look in my eyes, not at my sword!
No, you don't. That was sneaky. What the fuck was that?
Stand firm! Otherwise the first strike will put you on your arse!
You want to try me?
What's wrong with your legs? On your right side! You've got a gap there I can drive a cart through! You don't know which end of that thing is up! Swing with your whole arm, not just your wrist!
That was sneaky. Enough! That will do! My God, Father always said you were a good-for-nothing boozer.
I was in a war, and you ought to know yourself.
Aye.
So Father would be only he'll never be satisfied.
I thought he was the way he was because his
Not at all. When I was 6 years old, he wouldn't talk to me for a week.
The first time he took me hunting.
Only...
I always...
Look, I really did fuck up everything I could. But now...
And that's what...
I've got to get him on our side.
Aren't we all?
Maybe everyone's sane.
Actually, I don't think you should even attempt it.
What else can...
I'll talk to him myself. He'll hear me out for sure.
All right, then. It's a nice idea, but...
Only no one's going to pay for one.
Alder's got some clout with the councillors and burghers who are loyal to Sigismund. If he agrees, they'll follow.
I expect all... Leave Alder to me. The plan's sound...
I don't know how to think.
You can drag me to a tavern some...
I'll have a jug of wine.
Sir Kunz.
You're Godwin, aren't you?
Oh dear.
Have no fear.
I expect...
Why wouldn't I?
I hope she doesn't feel unwelcome here.
To her own relatives, certainly. Anna cared for him devotedly.
So it's not true what they say?
Vile slander.
Will you support Margrave Jobst's plan?
That depends on what it is. If he decides...
Do you think we should...
I came here. If Jobst doesn't...
What do you think of the rabbi's offer? The Kuttenberg Jew...
Or nothing.
He said he was...
Aye, but still he must be a...
So you...
And isn't it natural? They live in our city, but they're more foreign than the German. God be with you.
To your health, my friends!
Down the old oak at the crossroads. Why?
Oh, no. Why?
Patricians and usurers.
They're without honor.
Sir Bochek,
A man hardly puts his cup to his lips. Jobst comes up with a plan as full of...
On the contrary.
Does that improvement include...
A few thousand men at only in order to get...
You've got my attention.
How can I...
I need guarantees of security.
Of course.
You can talk, since you haven't got a... I have a lot of property, lots of subjects to look after, and I can't risk it all in a...
So you need guarantees that you won't be left standing in the cold if you open...
My guarantee is called... If I succeeded in marrying her off to another strong house, I'll have the certainty that...
Maybe it's enough to find a suitable...
Perhaps someone of suitable standing who Yitka would also gladly accept.
I believe Lich...
And an uncertain party. Besides, he's inconvenient for Sig...
How about...
He's a young...
What's wrong with him? He's young, and he'll give...
And to half the wenches in his domain. On the other hand, the Lords of Lipa have a good rep. Maybe it's...
I'll convey your offer.
I don't care what the young... If he agrees, I'll...
Pushing a friend to tie a knot to save the king.
The kingdom will not forget his sacrifice.
Sir Hanush.
You do?
Young lord...
If he's got some impoverished, I'm not going to...
You misunderstood my... I mean, with...
You arranged a marriage for my...
With the niece of Sir Bochek.
Bochek? Godwin, you conniving...
Oh, fuck.
I don't so... Yeah? Niece. If you're serious, I'll make sure that you get...
Or you could make me the abbot of...
Forget it. Soon I'll be... Not a word to Hans. I want to tell him my...
Cheers!
Cheers to you!
Sir Bochek.
So Hanush agreed.
Indeed.
Then I will fulfill...
Thank you.
Enough formality.
Cheers to the beautiful Lady Yitka.
Here's to her.
You feel better now you've stopped eating game?
May I have a...
You? Unlike this...
Young Lord Capon is finally free.
He got a harsh lesson. But if not...
Do you think there's really going to be a...
I sincerely hope so.
Have you got something...
Their forefathers lived up to their ears in... And they think that...
But surely they're not older.
Allies or...
What do you think?
Are you testing me? Jobst called this assembly...
To turn out well for some are up to their elbows in silver and blood. So others can live in freedom.
Better make sure you're among the latter, then. And in the meantime...
day. Good day. Greetings, new friend.
God be with you. There's something...
God be with you.
Your diplomatic support.
No beating around the bush, eh?
Margrave Yob's plan has...
To muster an army that Margrave...
Christ.
I should say so. All sorts of people have their eyes. Although, between the two of us...
How do you know Liechtenstein's behind it?
I know most of the people here very well. Many of them certainly have but they wouldn't dream. While it seems that Lord Liechten...
I'd say you have a better nose for people.
Not only for people...
Then you're in the right place.
The wine here is average. The cooks... So...
Nothing more than support and resources for an army to... parley...
Nothing more? I'd say that's plenty.
It's not only you're well able to negotiate and trade.
Then, if you want me to support you...
Do you have something...
Well, one of the guests here has...
Who's that?
Haman Ald... Now, if you were to switch these papers...
And these papers,
My relatives somehow dug up some trade contracts between myself and certain...
You were dealing with the...
They were not the enemy at the time. My conscience is clear.
And the paper...
Just insignificant documents.
I'm supposed to...
Haman Aldo was given the documents to He hasn't yet had a chance to look at them.
All right, I'll help.
Aldo will surely have the papers in his saddlebags. Which bring them to me. But watch yourself.
Take a look at that.
What brings you here? God bless.
Aren't you a bit...
What's your problem?
God forbid.
Not really.
Shall we...
Well, I'll wait at the... God bless.
Good day.
God bless, sir.
I'm seriously curious about you, lad. What can you do? Here. Aye, that'll do. It's yours. Like this. Here. Aye, that'll do. Come to Papa. I won.
Good day.
I've got those papers from...
Quiet!
My lady. Well, here they are.
You're more...
You're welcome.
As agreed.
Thank you.
Yes, quite.
How could I refuse a toast with such...
And to the success of our...
I'm still hoping it works out and we walk out of here with a clear plan. But maybe you were right. It was probably not the best idea to gather all the lords under one roof.
At other times, I would celebrate hearing you admit a mistake, Margrave. But if I were you, I wouldn't lose faith just yet. Sometimes all you need to do is send the right man to whisper the right words into the right ears.
You mean you managed to convince someone? Someone influential?
Not at all. I managed nothing. But I have found someone who could pull a thorn out of our side and get some influential people to join our cause.
And who is this secret envoy of yours? I'm still hoping it works out and we walk out of here.
Gentlemen, I think we can raise...
Is this...
Like I said, tell me, Godwin...
I bring nothing from the House of Odoran. But the widow of
Both of them.
This is going to be a long story.
It would seem that we have all benefited from the break in these proceedings. New alliances have been formed. And I have also changed my plans. We shall still wait for Sigismund to withdraw his troops of his own accord. But we will wait with an army at our backs.
Yes. And how are we to raise an army? Wasn't it made clear at the meeting that no one wants to take the risk?
The only thing made clear was that each of us alone is weak, and that we could not find common ground. But that has now changed.
King Wenceslas is, by the will of God, the Balbatim of all his subjects. Not only the Christians, our community, and not only ours, will give you coin.
The Kuttenberg houses are still loyal to King Wenceslaus, and we stand with Lord Ruthard.
And if that's not enough, the houses of Leipa and Kunstadt will unite and march side by side.
My niece, Yitka, will take young Lord Capon as her husband.
Lords Kunstadt, Hanush, Radzig, and I will set out immediately. God willing, we will be back within 3 weeks, along with an army.
Now those are words worthy of a nobleman.
My friend, I still believe that words are more powerful than swords. And our words will ring in 1,000 voices to the glory of King Wenceslas.
After we conquered the city, you promised to restore order immediately. And then I find out things I...
Your Majesty, we are sorry. We will put it to rights.
You've already said that. I want to hear real solutions.
We will put more guards on the roads and toughen penalties. We can have a few captured...
We do not care about bandits. What will you do with them? How will you solve the chaos in the town administration, the rebellious miners, and the dismal yields? And how is it even possible that a rebellion against the king is smoldering here in the city?
What do you mean, sire?
I hear the resistance is coming from the Jewish quarter, from right under your noses. Why haven't you done anything?
We don't know who...
Otto von Berghoff did not ask questions in Prague either. He acted. And I advise you, find a couple of wretches in a hole somewhere, point them to the Jewish quarter and give them free rein. The city's Jewish community was and still is on Wencesla's side. They need a warning. Marquardt.
Of course, sire. I'll assign them to Eric.
So you see? All you have to do... And if the thought should cross your minds that you would get rid of the debts to the Jewish moneylenders this way, forget about it. Your debts will remain, up to the last groschen. And while we are on the subject, has the yield from the mines...
Sire, the deposits are dwindling, and mining is becoming increasingly difficult. And to make matters worse, the miners started rebelling.
Don't take us for a fool. They'll stop...
Your Majesty...
Silence! You're a bunch of incompetent...
And drunks! Give them hell!
How dare you?
Some of you are even swilling right. This is...
Remove this...
I'm telling the truth.
Lord of Zarzhitz. But hopefully that'll be enough for him to sober up.
I'll see to it as soon as...
All I hear from you over... I therefore place the city council under the authority of... He will make sure you finally do your...
But, sire, that would be a violation of the privileges granted to us as a free mining town.
Silence! I am the only guarantor of your rights. You have to earn your privileges, not hide behind them. During my brother's reign, this idleness was perhaps tolerated. But that is over now. You were given a few simple but instead of working on them, and let the traitors cast... But, unlike my brother, I am capable of... And I assure you, you have 2 weeks to restore order. I want... And you answer only to me, and Sir Marquardt von Aulitz now. The council is dismissed. You... Be so kind and remain. And we still wish to speak with our...
Yes.
Between the two of us, Marquardt.
I'm sorry.
Was I not perhaps too harsh on them?
Mind your own business.
And speak candidly. We have had enough of false flattery.
Sire, you were harsh, but rightfully so. These councillors, they need to be shown their place. You suffered their insolence for far too long. And the same is true of the Jews.
We know. Otto repeated to us several times that it is time to strike against them. We are glad he's not here. He would be intolerably self-satisfied if he knew we had heeded him.
Boy, can't you see the king's cup is empty?
You tend to us as if we were infirm. Boy, pour us a monastic wine. The monks can live here. We have concerns, friend. The Hungarians are rebelling. Our army is falling apart, and we have enemies here on all sides. Would we had a proper army instead of human mercenaries? They cannot be relied upon. And we are no closer to our goal now than a few months ago. Thank you. It is a good year. If our father were still alive, he would have been astonished by the mess that a few years of Wenceslaus reign brought to us. With a single word, he would have put the nobility in their place, and the country would flourish. God grant him eternal glory.
We won't need much more time. We'll arrest the traitor Odorin, and the rest will fall in line.
You say the others will be brought into line, but what do you know of them? We know only a few of them. But there's a fortress standing on every damn hill here. What side are their lords on?
We'll find out soon enough, sire.
If only Wenceslas were not such a stubborn ass, and relinquished that throne that he has no use for anyway. The nobility found a ruler like him very useful. They made a puppet out of him.
Once you restore order, they'll join you. All you have to do is promise them the privileges they lost during Wenceslas' reign.
First, they'd have to be willing to make peace at least among themselves. Jobs does everything he can to sow chaos, so that he himself emerges victorious in the end. This business makes me thirsty. Pour me some of that red, boy.
I think Jobst is just waiting for the right moment. He'll switch sides when it suits him.
Maybe. But first I'll have to conquer a few more cities, and get a couple more lords on my side. Then they take the threat of war seriously. And Hungary. If Bohemia is a wasp nest, then Hungary is a viper's lair.
You will follow in his footsteps, sire, as soon as you get the chance.
But the wine is good here. To your health, Margaret. And to your health too, boy. May your children grow in the land ruled by a good king.
Thank you, sire. You are too magnanimous.
Why? You did a good job. You can be proud of yourself.
To your health, your majesty.
First, we need to crack down on the biggest troublemakers.
We're working on it. While the consul was meeting, Otto von Berghoff and his men set out for Rabush. Alderin won't give you any more trouble.
He and Ruthard are in it together. Once we get Oderin, we can handle Ruthard easily. Rabosh will be yours. After all, Otto has already got Malishov.
I appreciate your confidence, sire.
But the devil knows there are a lot more strongholds to conquer here.
For the king, red wine.
No, we shall have white. We have not enough.
White it is. Quickly. If Rabush falls, others will follow.
I think von Berghoff's little contraption will find its use again.
Maybe. We could use it to raise this town hall too. And I have some suggestions for other candidates.
Not so fast, my friend. It's a wondrous tool, but we can't rely on it forever.
But to bring it here to the square and point it at the city hall? Those sycophants would only benefit from a warning like that.
It's a splendid idea, but it won't be necessary. The councillors are quite fearful enough already that they can hide nothing from us.
There's been enough fretting, sire. You shall see. Soon we will drink to the conquest of another fortress.
You are right. So then, to victory. And you, boy, will you drink? To today's.
He's minding the Lord of Bergstein.
Watch it. Make sure 82
Who is this?
And when those two girls came, boy carrying
Friend!
I'd like to drink a toast. So touching. Come now.
I never had Not a bit.
In that case,
Fuck! I've got a tongue like a slice. Well, his lordship.
To hell with that keg slot. I had my eye on him all evening. He had pictures and left the rest of us to drink cheap.
You can bet on it.
I don't.
I am not sure. Were we? Shut your mouth, or I might.
Roast was calling out to me, begging to be.
But good wine on the table is a compelling argument in any debate going on around it.
What does it matter? Reached an agreement, and it's going to take time.
Oh, you do it. Like a queen.
If the Queen did this, there wouldn't be no war.
Oh, you do it. Like a queen.
If the Queen did this, there wouldn't be no war. Come on, finished?
Pull up your skirt, and I'll be done.
Forget it. Come. Someone will see us.
Hey, they won't. Come here.
Holy God, Holy Mighty One, Holy Immortal One, have mercy on us. O Angel of Christ, Holy Guardian and Protector of my soul and body, forgive me every transgression which I have committed this day, and deliver me from every craft of my enemy and adversary. May I not anger my God by any sin. The Lord Almighty grant us a peaceful night and a perfect end. Amen.
Oh, you do it. Like a queen.
If the Queen did this, there wouldn't be no war. Come on, finished?
Pull up your skirt, and I'll be done.
Forget it.
Oh, you do it. Like a queen.
If the Queen did this, there wouldn't be... war.
Let's drink and be merry. What do you say?
Good help.
Rather, we didn't end up like that.
And let's drink to the future. Mayhem marriage?
See? You talk exactly the same as I.
Back to Hungary.
And why would he do that? If he was so craven as to run away from the first army that crossed his path, he would never have made it all the way here.
But this won't be just any army.
You farmyard beast!
The red'll be good, I hope.
Now there's a piece of horseflesh for you, Rudart. Not like that nag of yours.
What the hell do you feed it with? It looks more like a damn bull.
Sir! Sir! There's some horsemen right out front of the fortress.
Ah, that's Peter of Pisac. Wouldn't come to the council, but he is coming happily to this celebration, you old fox.
Come on in, sir. There's wine aplenty.
Hey! Hey! Intruders! Enemies at the gates!
Seize the nobles! Kill the rest!
The surrounding crystal! He can't make it on his
Fucking
He knows that.
You won't get through.
Leave him alone.
Not one step back. Stand your ground.
This is how we fight. Ready to die. Cover your head, damn it! Blood! Yeah! Smash the light! What? For fuck's sake! No!
Jesus! The surrounding crystal! He can't make it on his own!
Not one step back. Stand your ground.
You won't be able to take another one like that.
That one's hurting.
Yeah!
I'll have your ass off.
Take that! He's done for! True blood! Yeah! He's nearly got me!
We'll kick your asses.
Help me! He'll kill me! He's done for! Wanker!
Cover your head, damn it! Do it.
Get ready to...
You're mine! Have this for your effort!
Lord giveth, and the Lord taketh away.
That was a little too close to my eyes to see.
Godwin.
Damn.
Is everyone alright?
Well, some are. They captured Odorin, Kunstad and Rutard. And they took Alder and They wanted to slay the rest.
What about my...
They left with Yobs long before that. I'm sure they're all, but...
Where did they go?
They've got to raise an army for us.
So we have a plan to come...
But, as you can see, our allies are getting scarce.
Oh, be so kind.
What happened?
Anna of Waldstein. She didn't stand a chance.
She was simply in the...
And they almost...
But only almost.
What do you mean, oh?
I got there in time to help him. Christopher tried to defend her father. But...
Old grievances aside, Odorin... Oh, they all have their quirks.
Cousin, we'll have to wait for the other side's move anyway.
I tried to come as soon as possible and warn you.
You knew it.
Markvart bragged about it to Sigismund, and Sigismund promised to make him Lord of Raborsh in return.
When he sees what Von...
You find that fun? Do you like watching those foreigner dogs? Who else has to die?
Tell us about it. Well, not... Fuck you, Jan. I'd trade places with you. We've lost a lot of allies. We'll have trouble finding you.
Well, are you surprised?
Is there anything we can...
Definitely not. We'll treat the wounded, then we'll hide in the Devil's Den and wait for Yop. If I survive.
The king announced one more thing at the council. That is...
Fuck! Liechtenstein's got his people.
The city rabbi is sitting upstairs in the hall.
They're our allies.
What do you mean by we? Everyone here is lucky to be still...
Maybe Samuel will figure something out.
He's here too.
Aye, escorting the rabbi. You should go...
Anyway,
give me a moment. Guard the walls until morning. If anyone shows up, I want to know about it. I'll be with Christopher.
Well, at least it was over quick.
Good to see you both.
Oh, come on. You know, I've walked... They could well... If it hadn't been for you, Henry, von Berkhoff...
Von Aulitz surprised even Sigismund with that. You should...
Well... Well, they killed Lady Anna of Waldstein. And they captured... Without them, we can...
We'll figure out a way...
But how? Get a grip. You're right. Nevertheless...
Actually, at Sigismund's council, An order.
God, we need to get back to... I'm going with you. Out of the question. You'll be more useful if you stay here. Henry, tell Samuel and the rabbi to get ready to travel. Jesus Christ.
What are you doing?
That's a good question.
You're not.
I gave him some information before. Jobst thinks, quite foolishly I might say.
You don't believe...
Trusting your own plan, and the backup includes all of Sigurd. They can't do much on their own, but if they...
Why are the Jews?
Because I ask, most Christians avoid Jews. Besides,
they know what...
Sadly, those who... It's complicated. This isn't just because they can't stomach Sigurd.
So you're sending me...
You could... If it were...
You did.
Sam, I need to...
Just tell him.
What did you talk about?
We talked about your...
Why? Neither of...
It's true. I did not. Remember how I stared at your sword when we... Well...
What? Pa's son? How did...
Yes.
Are you sure?
When I was born, he was already long gone. Nothing. Proof, perhaps, that both your god and mine have it, you know, all my life. But now that I know, I will never see him.
I can tell you about him if you... This is not the end. We have to go to Kuttenberg. Sigismund ordered confiscation of the property of people in the Jewish quarter.
The king has approved.
He's no king to me. He's...
What's a gazette?
That is hard.
Nonsense. Christians set out to kill our people. Innocent and often defenseless. And all...
This is what we were afraid of. We need to get back into the city and get... Will you come with...
I'll come.
Very well.
Let's not waste...
Thank God you're all right. On the way here, I saw Sigismund horsemen and feared the work.
Kubienka?
Well, I heard you were having some... And I see, instead of that...
Well, the real massacre is yet to... Can we borrow the wagon you arrived?
But of course.
Could you stop blabbering?
Easy, Ingele.
All right.
I'll explain to you...
Are you...
Of course.
Let's go then.
Perish. Can we go any faster?
Settle down, son. If you must keep your tongue busy, then use it to pray.
Would you tell me what the fuck is going on already?
Sigismund ordered an attack on the Jewish quarter. We need to get everyone out of there fast.
Bloody hell. I just got ailed up so nicely today.
Oh, that is just great. My mother's life is in the hands of a drunkard.
Don't worry. We'll save your mother.
And everyone else too. Don't forget that.
You seem to care an awful lot about these people, sir.
Are you surprised? It's all my fault. If they weren't helping me...
That droid of Sigismund, may his name be erased, would have found some other excuse to get rid of us.
Look, it's not that I don't feel sorry for you, but don't you think maybe we could make the horses go a little faster? At this pace, we won't make it there in a week.
Samuel, how... What was the story with your mother and Martin?
Do you really want to talk about this right now?
It may be the last chance we get. We could both be dead in a while.
All right. But like I said, I never actually knew Martin. He once came to Kuttenberg and fell in love with my mother. But she is the daughter of a rabbi. Obviously, she could not marry a Goy.
And tonight, you will see why.
If you want, Mame will surely tell you more, if we can get there in time.
Then we better hurry up.
All right. Schnell, schnell.
What's the matter?
We will walk from here. We cannot drive right in...
But we will go...
There are many abandoned mine shafts.
Won't it collapse?
We'll find out. Follow me.
What a blessing it is to have found the best way.
Killed our savior.
What did you just say?
Oh, nothing. I'm just blabbering.
I dare you to say that again. Loud and clear.
You know what, sir? Just ignore me and be glad I'm here. And you up front, pick it up, little kurva. My arse is getting numb.
think I must have just imagined it. Let's keep moving. We should split up here. Me and the rabbi will go this way to the shul. We have to take the Torah and warn everyone. What about us? You keep going straight ahead and then to the left. You'll get right to the King Solomon Tavern. Gather up all the secret documents and wait for us.
Shouldn't someone come with you, just in case? How about Kubyenka here? Henry and I can handle it.
Well, if you insist.
Was that all the contempt you could muster up?
Well, good luck. We'll see you up there.
This way, Henry. Hopefully we'll find it quickly. I left a stack of my papers in the tavern. And if they fall into Sigismund's hands, people in other towns will die too.
How can a few pieces of parchment be that important? And what do they contain, anyway?
Nothing very pleasant for the most part. Who hates who? Who could be blackmailed with what? Who's hiding where and why? In short, nothing I can afford to lose. Hopefully everything will be all right at the tavern. My stash is locked away, and Samuel's friends are guarding the place. But who knows what the situation is like in the streets now.
Are you afraid?
Me? Do you have any idea how many times I've had to run from a burning town or deal with a hired assassin?
Yeah. More than once, I reckon.
A lot more, I can tell you. But I admit, I was afraid every single time. Damn it.
What's the matter?
The door leading up to the tavern. Samuel's men wouldn't have left it.
I think there's someone.
Go and check it out. I'll gather up my things in the meantime.
I can't leave now.
Search the whole place, they say. Bring any important looking documents. How the fuck should I know?
Take that! You want to try me? Let's see what you're made of, you bastard!
Baruch Hashem, Henry. You're all right.
Sam, you're back already?
A few of the cutthroats, but there are more outside the gate.
Fortunately, they didn't take anything important.
What?
I'm so sorry. If it's any...
Well, they didn't look like they just came to the tavern. What about your...
She is, thank God. I told her to get...
I'm really sorry about you.
There was nothing you could do. Benavis Amardes. This Eric is really pissing me off. I've never laid eyes on him.
There'll be plenty of...
I'm sure Mum is waiting.
You go ahead. I'll lock the tavern and block the secret...
But sir, if any more...
I can take care of my... God be with you.
Come on, Henry. Bring Ma!
Oh, Himmel!
Don't worry, Ma'am.
Mein Gott!
Nothing. He's out on the...
Wait!
My name is Henry.
Of course.
I'm his...
Was sagst?
Sam told...
Watch out! More are coming! Run to the back!
What's going on?
Sam!
I'm fine, but we will talk when you are safe.
Now, we have to get to the...
Through the backyard! Watch out! They're shooting at us! From the ramparts! Get rid of them!
Ah!
Baruch Hashem, they're gone. We have to keep going. Through the yard! Ah! That is Judith and Lev! Can you help them?
Es gehören immer zwei dazu.
I can still feel him dragging me.
We cannot get past the wagon. We have to go this way. Through the house.
God's name!
You're dead. For all.
Useless! Bad luck!
Here. Mummy, are you all right?
I'm fine. But what about you, mein Kind?
I'm still alive. We can talk later. Now, we have to go.
What is it, fuckers? Rather slaughter women and the defenseless?
Let's go! What's going on up there?
Go inside. Quick.
To the fucking task.
I've never been so glad to see you two.
In need of a helping hand, are you?
No. I just don't want to die here alone.
There they are.
Well, now we're really fucked.
We mustn't get inside. We have to hold them back.
For how long, though?
As long as we need to.
Destroy them!
You'll be fucking... Don't spare him.
Watch him! I'll kill you, you stinking cunt!
You got him. I think not.
I'll be done with you in a flash.
You're dead! For all! God will forgive you! I could beat your blood!
Come on, man!
Is that
Useless!
you rat!
There's no escape!
Show your stuff!
In the name of our Lord!
Bash him on the head! You led him on nicely! The next one will be in your face! Blood! Yeah!
The next one will...
Show what you're made of!
Hey, get him!
I still can't quite do that! Shit, fucker!
That's me.
Bash him on the head! I'll sort you out nicely.
Hurry it up! I want to get back to work!
What's that? Come on! Everyone's inside!
Henry, come on!
Let's go!
God more me.
Let's go. It's this way.
Damn. That was a close shave. I reckon I should go to Samuel's mother and talk to her about Martin. I won't get another chance.
Cannot just leave them like this.
There's nothing we can do now. We must get the wounded. Don't worry. Even if they have...
Are you alright?
I'm fine.
I know this might not be the best time.
Right now? Well, how is Martin?
He,
Oh, the hen should...
Sigismund burned down my village. Pa went to help Ma and... Well, they both died there.
I am sorry to hear that, lad. But that is the Martin I knew. At least you survived. That...
I'm sorry,
Do not worry about it. I am...
Is every...
Yes. Do not...
How did you meet...
It was such... He wanted to open a blacksmith shop in town. But there was no place among your people.
And...
The rabbi gathered the good men so they could decide whether we wanted to have a goy blacksmith. Then it went schlag.
So what happened that made...
My Martin would never leave me. My father found out we were seeing each other and did his best to drive. But Martin would not give in, and we kept seeing each other.
That means
Yes. My father knew that if word got out, he would not... I did not even have... I was gone for almost 4 years. In the meantime, my father told everyone that he had married me off. And he only let me come back when he was sure people had accepted.
Did Martin not go look...
People said he did go looking for me.
If only he had gone...
Even if he went to the very edge of the world, it would not...
And what about...
No.
And he didn't try to find any...
You know he did, but it never worked.
And did you ever...
I asked around, but no one remembered anything. Or they chose not. And I could not just leave and go looking for him around the world.
All right.
Before you go, tell me.
Well, he was strict with me. I dream about him quite often. He said a life of adventure can be over before it begins. And that...
He was absolute.
Well...
You saved all our lives. He raised you...
I'm sorry to keep you this long, even if not really...
Well, I did not expect that either. And thank you, my almost brother. If it was not for you, I do not know. What are your plans?
I'll go back to the Devil's Den. To Zizka and the others. We need to figure out what...
I will see you there then. But first, I have to escort everyone to Colleen.
Everything should...
Take care of yourself, dear brother. I will see you this time tomorrow at the Devil.
Have a safe journey.
Sei gesund.
If it was not for you, we would not have made it.
Oh, you fools.
Why did they want...
I reckon,
And that's a...
Unlike that.
I know they...
Aye, and that's what...
So you...
I'm on this... My noble...
I'd like to look...
Certainly. I've seen you fight, and you could be a bit... I'll show you how to take out your opponent. Aye, I can see you. The trick is about speed and surprise. After stabbing with the sword, you immediately turn it around, and while if you do it fast enough, the opponent... And now... Good, eh? Let it...
I'd like to look...
Certainly. If you're a good lad, or how to quickly say... But it can only be done with a sword. And what's more,
Of course. The main thing is to attack from above. To quickly catch the opponent's wrist and push the edge if you do it right. And now... Good, eh? Let it sit for a while and you'll get it.
Let's fight.
What would you... And what's...
I want a long...
What do you want me to...
Take a long...
Sit.
I'm ready.
Can I attack?
That'll do for now.
Had enough? Rabid dogs like you need to be... Well...
Let's carry...
Very well. If we're here to fight, let's get cracking! I'll hack you to pieces, fucker! You shot yourself! I can smell it from here! You want to try me?
That'll do for now.
Had enough? Come on! Fight or die! Well?
Better have it.
Bear at the fair in Podiabrat.
Those Silesians seem to see dancing bears wherever they go.
I apologize.
Henry! I was really... It's good.
Thanks for putting in lots of violence and...
God damn!
Simply... The worst part, Kate, it was as if the bloody gates of perdition opened for a moment.
God protect us! God damn it!
I'm always glad to fight by your side. But you wouldn't have changed anything there. All we could do was try to hold back Eric's peak. See, there's a hidden tunnel.
Fucking... What about Licton?
Nah, he's fine. And he managed to get those mysterious...
Praise God. The main thing is you got out.
No need to thank...
I beg to disagree. First and foremost, be it known, and secondly, a hunting bow that has no equal in the province. It can fell the mightiest buck deer and enchant many a...
I'm honoured.
According to legend, this bow belonged by right to Margrave Jobst of Moray.
What are you...
When I found out that Jobst would gladly leave me locked up, so, to pay him back, and it was immediately clear to me...
That is certainly...
It'd be great to try that, but wine, bacon...
We only went hunting...
Yeah, but it was... Don't tell me you... But first duty...
Good doggy. Good boy.
would you like?
Show me your...
I'd like to
Sure. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And come again.
Just a moment.
I bring bad news from Kuttenberg. Fortunately, we saved most of the people.
Fuck! Where are they now?
Samuel and the rabbi took those who survived to Colleen.
Shit. We have to find Dry Devil and Capon and decide what to do next.
Well, Samuel said he wants to be around for that, and we should wait for him.
I see. But if he's gone to Colin, he won't be back till tomorrow. Oh well, at least we'll have time to get everything ready.
All right.
Witaj, Henryku. Niech ci los dziś sprzyja.
Well met, Adder. How's it going?
Jak zawsze, sznąłbym dupki, aż bym padł.
I'm looking for...
What? There's plenty of...
So you know...
Someone close to me died. As it happens.
Oh, that's...
Because I can't. I'm offering coin to anyone. Listen.
What exactly?
Me and a couple of fellas have a little... And he had a magic arrow stuck in his head.
He got shot in...
A magic...
Right.
Once, he got shot in the head with an arrow from a lame fumbler who couldn't hold a knife without... All thanks to that arrow.
All right, let's say...
I'll get to that.
It didn't.
It was hell.
And you...
That's right.
Well...
This isn't superstition. Without it.
How come they caught Cap?
Well, that I don't fucking... Maybe the power wasn't strong enough to protect him from execution. But
why don't you get...
You think I'm so... They're still looking for us after that last fucked up job when we're not...
All right, where should I look?
Well, the whole plan with the caravans went to shit. So try asking the grave. That's about all I can tell you.
All right.
Aye, of course.
Heal.
You're my doggy, eh? Good boy. Good boy.